Hi, Tracy Lewis from Stuff and Things. I am working on a blog hop today. Actually, two blog hops. One is masculine and the other is water. And it's Stampin' Hop and 2018 Creators are the two different hops. So I think I'm going to do two different cards. I might switch from Sea of Textures, we'll see. So I'm going to use Sea of Textures in soft tones with a dark backdrop, and I'm going to use the Love What You Do large watercolor stamp. The dark backdrop I have finished. It is hiding right here. What I did is I picked a wood texture and then I've embossed it with the subtle texture to give it even more texture, and then I'll trim it down, and the colors that are going to be on it, like as I said, are soft seafoam and Sahara sand. So those are the elements that I have die cut. I have the copper thread that I will play with, and this is going to be over the round. This is a heavier 140-pound watercolor paper. I thought I had everything out. I did not have out my soft seafoam yet. I do have underneath my Stampin' Up! Stamparatus foam. I plan on making this a little bit more distressed looking and not going for pretty at all. I will tell you that the blocks that I use the most, I have two paper pumpkin blocks. Actually, the second one might have come from a kit. Nope, it's a paper pumpkin one. And then I do have a smaller one. It sits in the kit. And then I have a couple of unopened kits. So that's perfect for what I'm going for. Kind of a messy look. And I am going to use the Adventure Sentiment. And I have my case here with all of my neutrals. And I am going to go with Early Espresso for the sentiment. Make sure it's right side up. Perfect. Was even toying with maybe having a couple of these, but I am not sure that they're going to show. And then I do want a length of the copper. Find my snips. I have never worked with this, so let's just see what we get. It's a very silky feeling netting. So I will have a chunk of that somewhere, maybe like that. I want to, this is a distressed stamp, and I want to put a stamp on here. I'm going to do a stamp off for it. I will use Early Espresso because I want that tone. Just for a little more color. At the end of my dots. Get some of these ready. And gonna actually need to pop that up, so I will cut a dimensional into a quarter. Sometimes I get these very, very small. They are the perfect size. I'm envisioning this as pretty deep depth-wise, so it's probably going to not be a USPS mailing card because it will be too thick. At least that's what I am thinking right now. Probably need to stick that down, at least a little bit tacked down, and I might move it. This little guy. I'm going to tuck him underneath. And I'm even thinking that I want this guy to stick out from somewhere. Be good. So, applied. So this is somewhat what my focal is going to be. One more little starfish that I might peek in somewhere. this up a tiny bit. All right, now I'm gonna go and trim up the background that this is gonna focus on, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm trying to do something. This is a ruffly looking, because of the subtle embossing I did, this is definitely got some ridges to it, and I'm actually encouraging that. I'm wanting this to be very curled. As I said, this is not going to be a USPS mail card, and I'm even thinking I'm going to tear it a little bit. And I'm going to try to get some height with the dimensionals. There. So which part? This part I'm going to actually double. Double tall. Now, then I'm going to put some snail, because this part I want to be flat. I've never done this, so I'm kind of winging it. We'll see how it turns out. I want this to be raised up as well. Maybe not necessarily too high. I'll do one. Alright, so let's see how this is going to go down. The idea is to make it crumply. Sides. So that's kind of what we're looking like. I can straighten it a little bit. And then we have our focal that I'm also going to raise up. I have to figure out where I want it to go. I think it's going to go down here. So that is card number 1, and I'm going to go away and contemplate the next one. So this could be the masculine, and it could be the water one. I will make a second one and then decide which it shall be, but I really like this. That's kind of fun. Thanks for watching.